Shalom, shalom. All praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahawashai, Bahashem Rakah HaKodash. Peace and salutations to the sincere Akim pushing the truth throughout the four corners of the earth, risking their lives and freedom to do so now more so than ever. May the calling of election be upon your house. The rock is Yahawashai. Yahawashai is the foundation in which we are building upon. These ordinary different people out here, they don't have Yahawashai as their foundation, and that's why they're not going to be built up. All right, when that overflowing scourge is going to pass through, they're going to be trodden down by it because Yahawashai comes in the volume of the book, all right, which is the scriptures, all right, and the spirit of Yahweh Shema Shai is within this book, all right. Let me see if I can find that. No other foundation that is laid. You know, it's in the New Testament. This 1 Corinthians chapter 3, and I just started verse 9. It says, "For we are laborers together with the Most High. Ye are the Most High's husbandry. Ye are the Most High's building, according to the grace of the Most High, which is given unto me as a wise master builder." Yahushua was known as a carpenter. All right, carpentry is what? Building a house. It says, "I have laid the foundation, and another buildeth thereupon. But let every man take heed how he buildeth thereupon. For other foundation can no man lay that is laid, which is Yahawashi Hamashiach." So Yahawashi is the foundation. Okay? We're building upon his sacrifice. All right? And he's known as the stone. All right? The chief cornerstone. All right? Each brother is like a brick. All right? Building up in this tabernacle, this house. All right? That's why it says ye are the most highest building. But Yahushua is the foundation, and each brother is building up this tabernacle, this house of David. All right, that's why it says ye are stones. All right, lively stones, built up a spiritual house. Let me go grab that. This 1 Peter chapter 2 verse 5. It says, beautiful. This is exactly what I wanted. 1 Peter 2 and 5. Ye also as lively stones are built up a spiritual house in holy priesthood to offer up spiritual sacrifices acceptable to the Most High by Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Wherefore also it is contained in the scripture, behold, I lay in Zion a chief cornerstone, elect, precious, and he that believeth on him shall not be confounded. Unto you therefore which believe he is precious, but unto them which be disobedient, the stone which the builders disallowed, the same is made the head of the corner, and a stone of stumbling, and a rock of offense even to them which stumble at the word, being disobedient, whereunto also they were appointed. You see? So he's known as a rock of offense, a stone of stumbling, a stumbling block. All right, because when you read about it, the Lord said that he has a tried stone. He that believeth in him shall not make haste. All right, and that's Yahweh is that tried stone. But the ones that are not built up in Yahweh Ba'Shema Shai, they will not have the same stability. All right, those that don't follow the light, all right, that follow darkness. This Isaiah chapter 28 and verse 15. Because ye said, we have made a covenant with death, and with hell are we at agreement. When the overflowing scourge shall pass through, it shall not come unto us. For we have made lies our refuge, and under falsehoods we have hid ourselves. Therefore Thus saith the Lord, the Most High Yahweh, behold, I lay in Zion for a foundation, a stone, a tried stone, a precious cornerstone, a sure foundation. He that believeth shall not make haste. So that's Yahweh Shai, is that cornerstone, is that tried stone that was spoken about in Isaiah the 28th chapter. Now when you go into Isaiah the 30th chapter, it talks about how our people pretty much hate the word. They will not hear the law of the Lord. Matter of fact, look at this in Isaiah 30 and 9. I'll just read this real quick. That this is a rebellious people, lying children, children that will not hear the law of the Lord, which say to the seers, the prophets, see not, and to the prophets, prophesy not unto us right things. Speak unto us smooth things, prophesy deceits. Get you out of the way, turn aside out of the path, cause the Holy One of Israel to cease from before us. Wherefore, thus saith the Lord, the Holy One of Israel, because ye despise this word, and trust in oppression and perverseness, and stare thereupon, therefore this iniquity shall be to you as a breach, ready to fall, swelling out in a high wall, whose breaking cometh suddenly at an instant. And he shall break it as the breaking of the potter's vessel, that is broken in pieces. He shall not spare, so that there shall not be left found in the bursting of it assured to take fire from the hearth, or to take water withal out of the pit. Okay, so the Lord said that He's gonna bring that overflowing scourge, all right, that destruction in that house that they're building upon, which is not built upon Yahweh Shai, which is that chief cornerstone, that tried stone. All right, they're gonna be destroyed by the besom of destruction. Shalom.